Hi, I'm Vas. We're going to talk about Neuro. In the last video, you may have understood in gist what NLP is. By the way, it was founded in 1972, so not too long ago. So, Neuro, what is that? Neuro is one of our systems in our body called the nervous system. And in the nervous system, you have the hardware and the software. Where's the hardware? The brain, the spine that is behind, and all the nerves that span the nook and corner of our body. What is the purpose of the nervous system? It is a communication system. It is like the phone lines, the fiber optics, where you make a call from one side, somebody answers. So there's a lot of communication of information. Now, and you may realize that we all learn. We are all learning all the time. You're listening to me. How are you learning what I'm saying to you? Through your five senses, isn't it? So you learn through your five senses. See, hear, feel, smell, and taste. So you take in information through your five senses. And then, using the information, you make decisions. You like it, dislike it, it's awesome, it's brilliant, or whatever. So, the thing is this. Two people could be listening to the same thing, and we may make different decisions. Why? Two people, exactly the same age, may be friends, but they may make two different decisions. Why? Now, the reason is this. This computer, let's say the brain is a computer. We are all born with this computer, right? But the trouble is, it is not a brand new computer. Now, in a brand new computer, you know that there is no information. And therefore, the computer runs according to capacity. Okay? So, now the thing is this, when we are born, some of us are born with a lot of viruses in our computer. We inherit the viruses. And therefore, at the same time, we may also inherit great programs. Like if your father liked to read, or his mother is a very intelligent person, very courageous person, a businesswoman, you inherit that too. But the problem is, we may inherit all the viruses at the same time. And that's what is the concern here. If you have inherited great stuff, go with it. But we all inherit nonsense into our lives. So this inheritance of information, negative information, is affecting the computer from the very beginning. And so when you take in information, this negative information inside our computer, our brain, interferes with our decision. It actually retards the functioning of the computer. And this interference makes us make decisions that are not so awesome, which is why we're not successful. So, this is so intriguing. This is where Richard Bender and John Grinder found that all of these can be changed. Because if you know what is there, then you can take it and move it to point B. But if you don't know what is there, then how do you do that? So that's the research that went into NLP. For Neuro, we are now able to understand that Neuro is this information, this stuff that we have between our ears, can be classified into a few common words that we have been using for generations. And one of it could be values. And you know what values are? If you value education, and personal development, you would come into a program like this. But if you don't value it, then you would think, what the hell is all this about? I already have my degree, and I'm doing a job, and therefore I'm satisfied. But there are others who would value education, personal development, and they will continue to develop themselves till the day they die. So, that is values. Beliefs. Now, beliefs actually have got an impact on the nervous system. Some of us have walked fire before. Now, fire burns. But when you can believe that fire won't burn, and you know the process of how not to believe in it, and to believe in something else, that fire will not burn. Fire is possible to be walked on. I teach people how to do that, like Tony Robbins has done. And people walk on fire and they don't get burned. Now, there are a lot of beliefs that came from our past that tells us that we're not good enough, not intelligent enough, that we are not going to be successful, and we've been drummed by all these negative beliefs from people who don't believe in themselves. And what happens? We embrace those beliefs and we become that. And that's sadness. And what we want to do is this. How do you undo those beliefs from our past? Undo those beliefs and install powerful beliefs that we can take into the future and become as successful as those people who are successful. And this is the gift that Bandler and Grinder has given us. And those who came after have innovated it and taken it to the next level. Then you have things like attitude, you have things like behaviors, you have cultures and experiences, and so on. All these are classifications of what's between your ears. And when you can identify them, when you can relate with them, then you can change them. Now, mindsets. Mindsets, that's right. There are about 15 or up to 20 mindsets that we found by modeling the 0.7% of people on this planet. That's right. And these mindsets, when we can embrace them, it becomes our filters through which we see the world. And everything looks like a possibility. We see the possibilities in chaos. We see the benefit of pain. We see how, in order to achieve massive success, we're willing to put ourselves through massive sacrifice. And these are the stuff that you and I can embrace as ordinary people to become extraordinary in one life. And that is what Neuro is all about. So in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about linguistics. Stay tuned. See you soon.